Good afternoon and welcome to day 3 of the Sterling Invitational Tournament. This is Dr. Will Anderson broadcasting from the Sterling 3BN Network here on the campus of Sterling College and Gleason Center on the Lonnie Cruz Court. I'm here bringing the action of this afternoon's boys basketball games here for the Sterling Tournament. Tonight, our first session will be Smoky Valley Vikings, who came into this tournament with a record of 2-4, losing last night, really in a heartbreaker to the Hugoton Eagles in an incredible last-minute shot. Their opponent is the Trinity Catholic Celtics, who are the 8th seed and looking really for a win this afternoon. Whoever wins this game will be playing for 5th place on Friday at 4:30 against the Scott City Beavers, who have already secured the right to play for that 5th place in the tournament. Our second session game will match Southeast of Saline, who won convincingly last night against the Hutchinson Trinity Catholic Celtics. And the Hugoton Eagles, who won on a last-second shot against Smoky Valley. The winners will advance to the championship game on Friday at 7:30 to face the winner of our third session game, which will be our own Sterling Black Bears versus the Kingman Eagles. If all of that was very confusing, just got onto the sterlinginvitational.com /brackets there on a website to see current and updated information that's available for the Sterling Tournament. SterlingInvitational.com is proudly provided by Precision Engraving and Awards of Sterling, Sterling USD 376, and Black Bear Broadcasting appreciate the donations giving during the 50th and 9th annual Sterling Invitational Tournaments. 3BN is proud to provide the broadcast of all 24 of these invitational games. And again, SterlingInvitational.com is brought to you by Precision Engraving and Award. Visit the link on SterlingInvitational.com to find out more. Or if you'd like to talk to a live person or text a live person, get a hold of Clark Conley at 620-204-0077. And he'll answer all of your engraving and award needs for your schools. We're going to step away here from the mic for a little bit to take care of the national anthem, listen to the starting lineups, and I'll be right back. This is 3BN. And a good afternoon, and welcome back to this day 3 of Sterling Invitational Tournament. This is Dr. Will Anderson broadcasting from Sterling College at the Gleason Center in the Lonnie Cruz Court. Our first session game is the Smoky Valley Vikings versus the Hugoton Eagles. We've just heard the starting lineups for Smoky Valley. It's Lucas Appel, Carson Peel, Trayton Miller, Cade Blanchett, and Haven Lysell Stewart. And for Trinity, it's Blake Hammocky, Eric Armour, Isaiah Suter-Tan, Aiden Armour, and Truman Westhoff. And it looks like Haven Lysell Stewart is going to tip off against Truman Westhoff to start this ball game. Welcome aboard 3BN as we get started with this game. And again, our first session game, Smoky Valley versus Trinity Celtics. Smoky does win the tip-off, controlling the ball right off the start of the bat, and here we are again here in the first quarter of this first session game. Smoky Valley versus Trinity Celtics, and a quick shot by number 10. Trayton Miller does not go in. Ball knocked out of bounds, going to go back to the Trinity Celtics. Again, we're just getting started here in this first session game, 7:36 here. Just in here in the first quarter. No score, Trinity with the ball. Smoky winning the opening tip-off, but couldn't get a shot off. Quick steal by Smoky Valley. Shot inside by number 10, Trayton Miller. And with the shot, he does pick up a foul. And that foul's going to go against number 2, Eric Armour. And that's his first, as it looks like number 3, Andrew Neal, is going to check into the game for Eric Armour. Quick foul on Eric Armour, and he needs to go to the bench for a minute as a result of that. Sending number 10, Trayton Miller, for Smoky Valley to the line to shoot. First shot is good, and Smoky Valley is on the board first for both of these teams. 3-0 is your score. Smoky Valley, 7:20 here in the first quarter. Trinity trying to bring the ball across the timeline against a pretty strong press against Smoky Valley. They do break the press, does Trinity, and number 21, Truman Westhoff, getting the pass inside, banks it off for 2. 3-2 is your score, 7:02 here in the first quarter. Smoky Valley with the 1-point lead. Smoky inside to number 25. Haven Lysell Stewart can't get that to go, rebounded by Trinity. And they're quickly up the floor, and there goes Blake Hammocky with a running shot. Can't get that to go, rebounded by number 21, Truman Westhoff, and he's fouled on that rebound. That foul's going to go against Isaiah Suter-Tan, and that's going to send, that foul was against Trayton Miller. That's going to send Isaiah Suter-Tan to the line, Truman Westhoff to the line to shoot. I'll get all this right here in just a minute. Truman Westhoff for the Celtics. Shooting 1 of 2. 2 of 2. Trinity is ahead by 1 point. Your score is 4-3 here early in this first quarter. 6:32 is the time here in the first quarter that's remaining. And again, Trinity with the 1-point lead over Smoky Valley, 4-3. Smoky Valley gets that ball inside to number 11, Cade Blanchett, for an easy shot. Trinity trying to get the ball up the floor, has it stolen by Smoky. Running shot by number 11, Cade Blanchett, and he's going to be fouled heading to the basket. And that foul's going to go against number 14, Aiden Armour. That's going to cause the head coach, Mark Powell, Trinity Celtics, to have a timeout already here early in this first quarter. 6:07. Smoky Valley with the lead, 5-4. And again, we're in this first session game this afternoon. Smoky Valley Vikings versus the Trinity Celtics. And they are ahead by 1 point here early in the first quarter. SterlingInvitational.com is proudly provided by Precision Engraving and Awards of Sterling. Sterling USD 376 and Black Bear Broadcasting appreciate the donations given during this 50th and 9th annual Sterling Invitational Tournament. 3BN is proud to provide the broadcast of all 24 of these invitational games. And we're back in action here as number 11, Cade Blanchett, to the line to shoot after being fouled. First shot is good by Cade Blanchett, Smoky Valley, the 6'4" junior. Second shot is good. That extends the lead for Smoky Valley by 3 points. 7-4 is your score. 6:07 here in the first quarter. Smoky Valley with the 3-point lead. Trinity Celtics with the ball as they try to get it across the timeline. Again, Smoky Valley putting on a pretty strong full court press, and that causes Trinity to make an inherent pass. That ball does go out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by the Vikings. It's going to stay with the Trinity Celtics. Blake Hammocky with the ball, top of the key, and Blake Hammocky, number 1 for Trinity, is their leading scorer usually for most games. He averages about 13 points a game and is their leading scorer for this team. Blake Hammocky with the ball at the top of the key. He is fouled. And that foul picked up by number 10 for Trinity, Isaiah Suter-Tan, causing a blocking foul. That ball's going to go back to the Vikings. 7-4 is your score. Smoky Valley up by 3 with the ball. Shot by number 4. Carson Peel can't get that to go. Rebounded by the Celts. Blake Hammocky quickly inside, kicks it back out. 3-point attempt. That is good. Nice shot by Blake Hammocky for 3 points. And that brings your score to a tie, 7-7 here in the first quarter. Smoky Valley with the ball just inside the 3-point line is number 10. Trayton Miller can't get that to go, and rebounded by Blake Hammocky. Blake goes strong to the basket. Nice pass inside to number 21. Truman Westhoff. And that puts Trinity up by 2 points, 9-7. Smoky Valley with the ball, working it around the perimeter. Smoky Valley just being patient here on the perimeter, looking for a shot. Just inside the 3-point line is number 4. Carson Peel can't get that to go, and rebounded by Trinity's number 21. Truman Westhoff, he kicks it over to Blake Hammocky as Trinity brings the ball down the floor. Again, we're early here in the first quarter, 4:06 of this first section game. Trinity Celtics versus Smoky Valley. We do have a foul here under the basket, looks like by Trinity after a missed shot. And that foul's going to go against Blake Hammocky. That is his first foul, as we've got number 30, Gus Griffith, and number 23, Vincent Pickering, checking in for the Vikes. 9-7 is your score. Trinity ahead by 2 points here in this first quarter. Just under 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Smoky Valley with the ball. Corner shot by number 10. Trayton Miller can't get that to go. Ball bounces out of bounds, and that ball is going to go right back to Trinity. Trinity trying to get the ball up the floor against this pretty heavy press by Smoky Valley. Trinity ahead by 2 points. They do get it across the timeline. Armour inside to number 21. Truman Westhoff. That seems to be the ticket for Trinity. They're working it inside pretty good to Westhoff. That's his second basket. Looks like he's had there right under the rim. 11-7 is your score. Trinity with a 4-point lead here early in the first quarter. Smoky Valley with the ball. Off the front of the rim is a shot by Trayton Miller. Can't get that to go. Rebounded again by Trinity. Smoky Valley stuck on 7. Can't get anything to go. Points-wise, Blake Hammocky inside the teeth of the defense. Again, another opportunity by number 21. Truman Westhoff can't get that to go. Loses the handle on the ball, and that ball's going to go back to the Vikings. Off that rebound, Isaiah Suter-Tan picking up his second foul. He's going to come out of the game as number 2. Eric Armour is going to check into the game for the Trinity Celtics. 2:43 here in the first quarter. 11-7 is your score. Trinity over Smoky Valley in this first session game of the evening here on the 3BN network. Thanks for joining us if you're listening in. Smoky Valley, number 23, Vincent Pickering. He just checked into the game and quickly picks up 3 points for Smoky Valley. Hammocky inside for Trinity. Trying to get his shot off, can't get that to go. Rebounded by number 2, Eric Armour. He steps out of bounds. That ball's going to go the other direction. Lucas Abel and Lysel Stewart checking the game for the Vikings. Smoky Valley down by 1 to Trinity, 10-11 with 2:08 here in the first quarter. Vikings with the ball. Down inside to Lysel Stewart. Quick shot, can't get that to go, but he gets his own rebound and right back up for 2. Mark Powell, head coach for the Celtics, wringing his hands on that play. Wondering why his team can't get an offensive rebound. Celtics with the ball on the other end of this floor. Blake Hammocky with the ball, top of the key. Trying to work it inside. Has too many steps. Traveling, and the ball's going to go right back to Smoky Valley. Lysel Stewart bringing it in to number 4, Carson Peel. They do work it inside to Stewart. Another strong move under the basket, and again gets his own rebound back up. Can't get that to go. But Carson Peel with the follow-up rebound and shot, and he's fouled in the process. That basket was good, and the foul's going to go against Truman Westhoff, and again sending Peel to the line to shoot the traditional 1 point for the 3-point play. Peel's shot no good, but rebounded strongly by number 30, Gus Griffith for Smoky Valley. Smoky Valley jumping up now to a 5-point lead, 16-11 here in this first quarter. 1:11 left in this quarter. Quick steal by number 3, Lucas Appeal. He goes coast to coast for another shot, extending their lead again by 7 points. 18-11 is your first quarter score, and we've got about 55 seconds left here in this first quarter. Trinity with the ball, and already down by 7 points. Trinity does try to work it inside, stolen by Lysel Stewart. Quick shot by Vincent Pickering, can't get that to go. Quick action back here on the other side of the floor. A shot by number 14's Aiden Armour wouldn't go, but Truman Westhoff able to pick up the rebound and put it right back in, and he's fouled. So that's going to send him to the line. That foul's going to go against Gus Griffith. Smoky Valley sending number 21, Truman Westhoff, to the line to shoot. 35 seconds left here in the first quarter. 18-13 is your score. Smoky Valley with the 5-point lead and the basketball. Smoky Valley trying to work it around the perimeter. Looking for something inside to Griffith. He tries to shoot but gets his shot blocked. They do kick it out to Pickering for Smoky Valley. Outside shot, no good. Rebounded by Trinity's Blake Hammocky as he brings it up the floor with 3 seconds left. He's got to be quick on this shot. Blake Hammocky with the end of the quarter heave. Can't get that to go. Obviously frustrated with himself about not getting a better shot, and that is the end of your first quarter. Smoky Valley Vikings 18, Trinity Celtics 13, as they do have a 5-point lead. SterlingInvitational.com is provided by Precision Engraving and Awards in Sterling. To celebrate and honor individuals, groups, businesses, and teams, and let Precision Engraving and Awards serve your award needs. Contact Clark Comley at 620-204-0077 or visit precisionea.com or the link at the bottom of each page. Your ticket to an athletic event is a privilege, and a privilege to watch students learn on the playing court. Unruly behavior is unacceptable in the classroom, and the sports arena is a classroom. Good sportsmanship is a lesson to be learned by players and spectators. Remember, sportsmanship provides the human touch. The Kansas State High School Activities Association and 3BN encourage you to make sportsmanship a primary concern as you support your chosen teams. And this is a message from the Kansas State High School Athletic Association and your 3BN network. And again, we're at the end of the first quarter of this first session game, Smoky Valley Vikings versus the Trinity Celtics. And your first quarter score is 18-13. The Smoky Valley has a 5-point lead already on these Vikings, or on these Trinity Celtics. Trinity's going to bring the ball in as we begin the second quarter. Blake Hammocky with the ball, kicks it over to number 2, Armour. Armour and Hammocky trade passes. They do get it over in the corner to number 14, Aiden Armour. He takes too many steps trying to take a move to the basket and gets that ball turned over, back over to Smoky Valley. Lucas Appel with the ball for Smoky Valley. Brings the ball up the floor to Trayton Miller as the pass. Pickering, top of the key. They do get it into LaSalle. He can't get that to go. First shot, second shot. He takes 2 shots under the basket, and Lysel Stewart cannot get that to go. Quick rebound by Blake Hammocky. Takes a shot towards the basket, gets it blocked by Smoky Valley. No foul called, as Smoky Valley turns the ball right back over to Trinity. Quick pass inside by Blake Hammocky to number 2, Eric Armour, and he's fouled, as that's going to send him to the line to shoot. And that foul's going to go against Trayton Miller, number 10 for Smoky Valley. That is his second foul, as it looks like number 4, Carson Peel, and number 11, Cade Blanchett, are at the scores table ready to check in. That's going to bring number 10, Trayton Miller, and Gus Griffith out of the lineup. And again, number 2, Trinity Celtics, Eric Armour, to the line to shoot. He was fouled. Second shot off the front of the rim, rebounded by Smoky Valley. Lysel Stewart. He gets it up to number 4, Carson Peel. Peel met there at the top of the key by number 1, Blake Hammocky. A little bit too aggressive, and Blake's going to pick up a foul, because it looks like number 14, Aiden Armour, is going to check in for the Celtics. Blake Hammocky. Blake's going to come out of the game. That's his second foul. First shot by number 4, Carson Peel, is good. So he does hit the front of the 1-and-1. Second shot up is good. Your score now is 20-13. Smoky Valley up by 7 at 6:52 here in the second quarter. And again, if you're just joining us, Dr. Will here at the confines of the Gleason Center at Sterling College, bringing you the first session action. Trinity Celtics versus the Smoky Valley Vikings here of the Sterling Invitational Tournament. Appreciate the opportunity to be on this 3BN network. Mr. Richter giving me the opportunity to bring you the action this afternoon of these boys games. Celtics with the ball, they do work it inside to number 10. Suter Tan, and he does get that shot off. 20-15 is your score, 5-point lead for Smoky Valley. 6:06 here in the second quarter of this first session game. Smoky Valley trying to work it inside to number 25, Haven Lysell Stewart. Ball knocked away. It's going to stay with Smoky Valley as number 4, Carson Peel, ready to bring the ball in. They do get it out to Lysell Stewart. Quick three-point attempt by number 4. Carson Peel able to drain that for 3, extending their lead 23-15, Smoky Valley. Now up by 8 points here about midway through the second quarter, this first session game. Trinity with the ball, trying to look for something inside. Smoky playing a 2-3 zone defense. They do pick up the steal. Back the other way is Smoky Valley. Pickering with the ball. They do work it inside to Lysell Stewart. He gets that ball knocked away, and that looks like he's going to pick up a foul after that shot attempt. And that foul's going to go against Eric Armour. I'm not so sure if that's possibly his third foul. Correction, that's only Eric Armour's second foul here this afternoon. Haven Lysell Stewart's first shot is good. Second is good also, so he adds to the lead. 25-15 now is your score as Smoky Valley has extended the lead by 10 points. Pickering for Smoky Valley coming out of the game, being replaced by Justice Autry, the 5'7" junior. Trinity with the ball, being caught here by a full court press, but they're able to break it. They do try to, Trinity, number 14, Aiden Armour, was trying to get the ball inside to number 21, Truman Westhoff, and that ball was knocked away. And here comes Blake Hammocky back into the game for Trinity for Eric Armour. As Hammocky gets ready to bring the ball in for Trinity Celtics. They're already looking at a 10-point deficit as these Smoky Valley Vikings have extended their lead by 10 points here in the second quarter. Trinity with the ball. Hammocky for 3, top of the key, can't get that to go. Rebounded by Smoky Valley. Smoky Valley racing up the floor. Justice Autry with the ball, who's now just checked into the game for Smoky Valley. Autry looked like he traveled a little bit, and everybody in the place wanted a traveling call. They didn't get it. Smoky Valley retains possession as they work the ball around the perimeter. Cade Blanchett, top of the key, back over to Autry. Strong move inside by number 3's Lucas Appel. Can't get that to go, but rebounded nicely by Haven Lysell Stewart. 27-15 now is your score as Smoky Valley just keeps adding to the lead here late in the second quarter. Shot into the basket by number 21. Truman Westhoff does not go. Quick rebounded by the Vikings, and there's Haven Lysell Stewart again for 2. 29-15. Smoky Valley extending their lead over these Trinity Celtics as we're about 3:22 left here before the half of this first session ball game. Trinity with the ball, need to do some work here to get climbed back into this game quickly. They do work it inside to Suter Tan. He gets blocked by Lysell Stewart. And quickly, number 30, Gus Griffith for Smoky getting ready to check into the ball game. That's Lysell Stewart's second foul there. So it sends Suter Tan to the free throw line. Lysell Stewart is going to come out of the ball game with those 2 fouls. And again, it's Gus Griffith coming in for Smoky Valley as Suter Tan is to the line to shoot. Second shot no good, rebounded by number 11, Cade Blanchett for Smoky Valley. Right at 3 minutes here left in this second quarter. Quick shot by Autry for the Vikings. 5'7" junior drains it from the three-point line. 32-15 is the score. Vikings just adding to the lead. Trinity Celts with the ball. Smoky Valley really starting to put it on here in the second quarter. Celts work it inside to Suter Tan. Nice shot inside. Nice pass by Blake Hammocky. Get that ball inside. Smoky Valley do work it inside to Griffiths. That ball is blocked by number 21, Truman Westhoff, but Smoky Valley retains possession. Quick shot by number 4, Carson Peel can't get that to go. Rebounded by the Celts. Blake Hammocky quickly up the floor. 32-17, 1:56 here left in this first half of this first session game. Smoky Valley with an ever-growing lead. Shot by number 14, Aiden Armour, can't get that to go. Rebounded by Smoky Valley. Smoky Valley's number 4, Carson Peel, inside the teeth of the defense of Trinity. Nice little teardrop shot. 34-17. Smoky Valley over Trinity. 1 minute, 20 seconds left here in this first half. Trinity with the ball. Blake Hammocky surveying the defense, looking for an opportunity to get the ball inside. That ball was Trinity was trying to get the ball inside, and it was knocked away by number 30, Gus Griffith. But Trinity does retain possession, and we're just under a minute here in the first half. 49 seconds. Trinity with the ball. Blake Hammocky, quick shot inside, can't get that to go. Rebounded by number 4, Carson Peel. He races up the floor, takes it on his own. Shot off the front of the rim, and that's rebounded by number 10, Isaiah Suter Tan, and it looks like he's going to be fouled by number 11, Cade Blanchett for Smoky Valley. Pickering for Smoky Valley coming in for Justice Autry. So it looks like number 14, Aiden Armour, ready to bring the ball in for the Celts. 33 seconds left in this first half. Smoky Valley 34. Trinity 17. Trinity with the ball and 20 seconds left here again in this first half. Blake Hammocky with the long three, can't get that to go. Rebounded by Lucas Appel. Lucas with the ball. He tries to get it back over to number 14, Aiden Armour, and that's stolen by Smoky Valley. Pickering for Smoky Valley, inside shot. He's going to be fouled. That foul's going to go against number 14, Aiden Armour for Trinity. Pickering's first shot, no good as he sets up for his second. Second shot off the front of the rim, rebounded by the Celtics, and that's it for your first half. Smoky Valley 34, Trinity 17, as Smoky Valley doubles up Trinity's 17-point score here as we're sitting here in the first half of play on this first session ball game of this afternoon. Again, if you're just joining us, it's Dr. Will here on the 3BN Network. First session game is Smoky Valley versus Trinity Celtics. Score is 34-17. SterlingInvitational.com is provided by Precision Engraving and Awards of Sterling, the official awards provider of the Kansas Music Educators Association, all district and all state ensemble groups serving the state of Kansas and over 5,000 students. For your large group awards, please visit precisionea.com. Sterling College is a Christ-centered four-year college located here in Sterling, Kansas, with a mission to develop creative and thoughtful leaders who understand a maturing Christian faith. So whether you're looking to join us on campus or online, we have a rigorous academic programs of all kinds and a variety of activities to help you to become the servant leader God created you to be. We welcome you at any time to come visit Sterling College. And again, I'm Dr. Will Anderson. I'm one of the professors here at Sterling College in the education department. We would welcome any visitors to our campus that are interested in Christ-centered four-year liberal arts degree program here at Sterling College. Winter is in Kansas as we've already begun to feel this January and February, though it kind of bounces around. 7 degrees, I think it was this morning, and earlier this week it was 55. So choose your poison, as they say, as you live in Kansas. But winter in Kansas is filled with all kinds of changes, from icy winds to gentle snow. It's a time to enjoy the excitement of interscholastic activities. Thousands of Kansas high school students need your support and encouragement. The Kansas State High School Activities Association and its member schools provide thrills and suspense for a lifetime of memories. See another part of education come to life through interscholastic activities. And this is a public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and 3BN. And again, welcome to 3BN Network. If you're just tuning in, we're at halftime. Smoky Valley is in the lead of Trinity here in this first session game, 34-17. We appreciate you tuning in to 3BN Network. Here's some first half point totals for you. It looks like Suter Tan and Blake Hammocky both have 4 points and 3 points, but your leading scorer is Truman Westhoff with 10 points here in the first quarter, which is what brings Trinity to their 17 points here this afternoon. Smoky Valley's scoring is a little bit more spread out, so to speak. The leading scorer for Smoky Valley is Carson Peel with 9. Cade Blanchett and Lysel Stewart both have 6 points apiece. Autry Justice with 3. Vincent Pickering with 3 also. Lucas Appel and Gus Griffith both with 2 points apiece, and that gives them their 34 points here at the half. And again, Smoky Valley is in the lead of this ball game here in the second half, 34-17 of this first session ball game. We do have 3 games tonight, so please hang around to 3BN for all of the action. I'll be here for all 3 of those games this afternoon. But in this first session, we're enjoying Smoky Valley Vikings versus the Hutch Trinity Celtics. I'm going to step away just for a minute here at halftime as they're doing some warm-ups. Our second game this afternoon will be Hugoton versus Southeast of Saline. I'll try to hang around for that if you're interested in that ball game. Again, I'll be right back here after a few minutes off the air. We'll come back for this second half of this first session game. 34-17, Smoky Valley over Trinity. I'll be right back. I'm here in the 3BN Network. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Dr. Will Anderson on the 3BN Network. We're at halftime of this first session game. Smoky Valley Vikings versus the Trinity Celtics, and Smoky Valley with a commanding lead already here at halftime, 34-17. Our second session game tonight will match Southeast of Saline, who won convincingly last night against the Hutch Trinity Catholic Celtics, and they will be going against the Hugoton Eagles, who actually won on the last second shot against Smoky Valley. Kind of a heartbreaker for Smoky Valley. The winners will advance to the championship game on Friday to face the winner of what will be our third session game tonight, our own Sterling Black Bears versus the Kingman Eagles. So please hang around for that last session game tonight. If all of that is very confusing, just please go to sterlinginvitational.com/brackets to see the current updated information on that website about where we're sitting in terms of this tournament and bracket play. And again, welcome as we're going to get started here in just a few minutes with the second half of this first session ball game, the Smoky Valley Vikings versus the Trinity Celtics. And the Trinity Celtics have a big hill to climb as they're already down by 17 points here in this first half of play to the Smoky Valley Vikings. SterlingInvitational.com is provided by Precision Engraving and Awards of Sterling, the official awards provider of the Kansas Music Educators Association, all district and all state ensemble groups, serving the state of Kansas and over 5,000 students. For your large group awards, please visit precisionea.com. And if you want some better information, or if you want to talk to a live person or text a live person, please reach out to my good friend, text or call Clark Comley at 620-204-0077. That will prove to be a somewhat funny and probably entertaining text or conversation if you want to talk to Clark Comley about precision engraving and awards for your schools. We're already here in the second half of this first session ball game, getting started here early in the second half. 7:50 left here in the third quarter of this game. Smoky Valley with the ball and a commanding lead, 34-17. And a quick shot already by Haven Lysell Stewart. He's been a presence this afternoon for the Vikings. Quick shot the other way by Blake Hammock. He cannot get that ball to go. Smoky Valley with the ball back on their end of the floor. Three-point attempt by number 10, Trayton Miller, and he shoots it and backs away as if he knew that was going in, and it certainly did. 39-17 now is your score. Smoky Valley adding to the lead. 7:03 here early in the third quarter, with Trinity Celtics having to climb a big hill to get back into this ball game. Trinity Hammockey's with the ball. They work it around the perimeter. Looking for something inside. Smoky Valley playing actually pretty excellent defense, as it looks like number 14, Aiden Armour, couldn't get that shot to go, and rebounded by Lysell Stewart, and he's doing it really on both ends of the floor, scoring and rebounding for Smoky Valley. Quick shot just inside the elbow there by number 3's Lucas Appel for Smoky Valley. 41-17 is your score. 5:58 here in the third quarter. Trinity with the ball. Trinity number 21, Truman Westhoff, got the ball inside and ran into Lysell Stewart. Couldn't get anything going, so he kicks it back outside to Blake Hammockey. Blake Hammockey able to get just inside the three-point line with a nice little running shot, able to get 2 points, a much-needed 2 points for the Celtics. And there again is Lysell Stewart with a quick shot, can't get that to go, but rebounded by Trinity's Aiden Armour, and he's fouled by number 10, Trayton Miller. And that's Trayton Miller's third foul for Smoky Valley. Looks like he'll stay in the game for now, as we're at 5:23 here in the third quarter. Blake Hammockey with the ball for the Celtics, bringing it up the floor. 41-19, 5:13 here in the third quarter. Trinity with the ball. Having a difficult time with this swarming 2-3 defense of the Vikings. Trinity Celtics with the ball, and again having just a difficult time getting any kind of a shot off or working it inside. Smoky Valley very disciplined on their defense. There goes Blake Hammocky inside with a shot, can't get that to go, but rebounded by Suter Tan, and Suter Tan over to get it over to Blake Hammocky as he lays it in for two. 41-21 is your score. Smoky Valley over Trinity. 4:16 here left in the third quarter. Trayton Miller with the ball. He kicks it over to Lucas Appel. Appel, top of the key, surveying the defense. Haven Lysell Stewart tries to get it inside, knocked away. Trinity with the ball, Blake Hammocky. Often their leading scorer for Trinity. Having just a difficult time getting anything going this afternoon is Trinity. Trinity working it inside to number 21. Nice spin move by Truman Westhoff. Again, some much needed points for Trinity. Carson Peel brings the ball up for Smoky Valley. Nice runner. Can't get that to go, but there he is again, Mr. Lysell Stewart with the rebound. Teardrop shot, can't get that to go. Rebounded by Blake Hammocky for Trinity. Quick three by number 3, Lucas Appel, can't get that to go. Rebounded by Smoky Valley. Three minutes here left in the third quarter. Corner three by number 4. Carson Peel in and out, rebounded by Trinity. 41-23 is your score, 2:48 here in the third quarter. Trinity with the ball and needing to do a lot of work on the offense to get back into this ball game. Trinity working it around the offensive perimeter. Looking for something inside, and they do get it inside to number 21, Truman Westhoff. And we've got a timeout by Coach Doug Schneider for Smoky Valley. He wants to talk it over a little bit with his players. And again, 2:24 left in the third quarter. Smoky Valley 41. Hutch Trinity Celtics 25. SterlingInvitational.com is provided by Precision Engraving and Awards of Sterling. For your custom school medals, visit precisionenea.com and see the one-of-a-kind designs that Precision Engraving and Awards LLC can do for you and your school. Do nice work with awards and plaques and medals. All types of things that you would need for your school. Precision Engraving and Awards LLC. And again, visit precisionea.com. We're back here in the third quarter, 2:20 left. Smoky Valley with the ball and a commanding lead. Three-point attempt, top of the key. Pickering not able to get that to drop. Rebounded on number 21. Truman Westhoff. Trinity having that ball knocked out of bounds by Pickering, but it's going to stay with Trinity as number 21, Truman Westhoff, or excuse me, number 14, Aiden Armour, ready to bring the ball in for Trinity. Smoky Valley has switched their defense to a one-on-one, looks like. Turn up the pressure a little bit. Number 14's Aiden Armour with the bank shot just inside the three-point line for 2 points, 41-27. And there goes number 4's Carson Peel right through the teeth of the defense. Can't get that to go, and rebounded by Trinity. Truman Westhoff with the ball inside. Quick block by number 30, Gus Griffith. Looked like a clean block, but he is going to pick up the foul, Gus Griffith for Smoky Valley, and that's going to send number 21, Truman Westhoff, to the line to shoot two. 1:22 here left in the third quarter. First shot by Truman Westhoff is good. The 6'3" senior. Westhoff's second shot is good. Looks like Eric Armour's checking in for Isaiah Suter-Tan for the Celts as Smoky Valley trying to bring the ball up the floor, and Trinity has gone to a full court press trying to slow these Smoky Valley Vikings down a little bit this afternoon. They do have a commanding lead, 41-29 with 1:09 left here in the third quarter and the basketball. Quick shot inside by number 10, Trayton Miller. He's blocked from behind. It looks like number 1, Blake Hammocky for Trinity Celtics, going to pick up that foul, and it's going to send number 10, Trayton Miller, to the line to shoot. And that is Blake Hammocky's third foul of the afternoon already. Miller's first shot does bank it in. Trayton Miller setting up for his second shot. Looks like number 3's Lucas Appel getting ready to check in the game for Smoky Valley. Smoky Valley, Griffith with the rebound off that missed free throw. Can't get anything to go. Rebounded by Hammocky. Pickering from Smoky Valley, a little bit too aggressive on Hammocky, and he's going to get that call on him. So it looks like number 3, Lucas Appel, is checking into the game for Trayton Miller. 42-29, 52 seconds left here in the third quarter. Trinity with the ball. Blake Hammocky, top of the key. Trinity trying to work it inside. Kick by Pickering. Ball's going to stay with Trinity. Correction, that wasn't a kick, that was a foul. And that foul's going to go against number 23, Pickering. And that is his fourth already for Smoky Valley. 38 seconds here in the third quarter. 42-29 is your score. Blake Hammocky with the ball. And a quick shot inside. Running bank shot by Blake Hammocky. Nice little smooth shot by Blake. Much needed points for the Celts. And back the other way is Smoky Valley. 42-31 is your score. Blake Hammocky quickly up the floor. Nice shot inside. Can't get that to go, but Trinity's Truman Westhoff picking up the trash, so to speak, off the glass and able to put that back in for some points for the Celtics. 3 seconds left here in the third quarter. Quick shot by number 4, top of the keys. Carson Peel can't get that to go, and that is the end of your third quarter with the score: Smoky Valley 42, Trinity 33. As winter will soon be turning to spring, it will soon be award season for schools, organizations, and businesses. Precision Engraving and Awards in Sterling can serve all of your engraving and awards needs. Please visit precisionea.com or just text my good friend Clark Comley at 620-204-0077. Ethics, integrity, and respect are values important in our daily lives. All of these important values are learned by participation in interscholastic activity. During competition and other things that are going on at your school, they are translated into one word: sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the strongest educational lessons and lifetime values taught by interscholastic activities. And this is a public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and the 3BN Network. And again, Dr. Will Anderson, glad to be with you here this afternoon in our first session game as we're getting ready to wind this game down. We're at the beginning of the fourth quarter. 42-33 is your score. Smoky Valley over Trinity. And unless Trinity can pick up the offensive mojo, as they say, it's going to be another tough loss for them. Blake Hammocky, top of the key for 3 points and cannot get that to go, and he is really super frustrated with himself. Having just a really difficult time this afternoon getting anything going as Blake Hammocky, usually their #1 scorer here for Trinity. 7:47 here in the fourth quarter. Vikings with the ball and the lead. 42-33 is your score. Pickering with the ball for the Vikings. They try to work the ball inside to Haven Lysell Stewart, and that ball's knocked loose, and that's going to stay with the Trinity Celtics. Vikings with the ball, they do get it inside. They kick it back out to Pickering. Pickering to Lysell Stewart, who is floating in and out of the lane there, looking for a good shot inside. And we've got a push, it looks like, on number 21's Truman Westhoff for the Celtics. That ball's going to stay with the Vikings. 7:22 left in this ball game. 42-33 is your score. If you're just joining us here on the 3BN Network, Smoky Valley with the lead. Nine points is the lead by Smoky Valley here, as they're patient to just wait this out, as Pickering with the ball, top of the key, looking for a good shot. Running a weave there at the top of the key. They do work the ball inside to number 3. Lucas Appel can't get that to go. They do kick it out to Autry. Three-point attempt, no good. Ball back the other way for the Celtics. Blake Hammocky trying to go inside with the shot, traveling. And that ball is going to go back to Smoky Valley. Mark Powell wanting an explanation on that last play with Blake Hammocky going into the lane and picking up a traveling call. I think Coach Powell wanted something different called on that play, but to no avail. Smoky Valley with the ball. And a 9-point lead.
Celtic fouls on Andrew Neal, his first, team's third.
Andrew Neal, who just checked into the game for Trinity, has picked up his first foul already. That ball's going to stay with the Vikings. Sorry for that pause. I was trying to figure out what the referee was actually calling on that play. 6:20 here in the fourth quarter, 42-33. Smoky Valley with the 9-point lead. And looking to extend, and there it is. There's your 3-point shot by number 10, Trayton Miller. Extending the lead by 12 points, 45-33. 6:03 here left in this ball game. Trinity with the ball. Needing to do quite a lot to get back in this ball game. Blake Hammocky trying to go inside with the spin move and picking up the charging foul as Haven Lysell Stewart held his ground. And that's Blake Hammocky's 4th foul. It looks like he's going to come out of the game for a little bit as Isaiah Suter-Tan comes into the game. Smoky Valley with the ball into the boards, looking to bring it in against a full court press of Trinity. Trinity trying to do anything to try to bring the pressure and maybe some turnovers and get some much needed points here. These waning moments of the fourth quarter. 5:42 left in this ball game. 45-33 Smoky Valley over Trinity, and they've pretty much been in the lead about midway between the second and third quarters as Smoky Valley really picked up some steam and started to separate themselves from Trinity in the score. 45-33 here in the fourth quarter. Smoky Valley with the ball. 45-33. Smoky Valley tries to work it inside. That is stolen for a minute by Trinity, but then picked up again by Smoky Valley. Quick shot inside by number 3's Lucas Appel, but before he could get to the basket, he was fouled. Looks like by number 3, Andrew Neal. That is his second foul by Trinity. Smoky Valley bringing the ball in under the basket. They do work it into Lasell Stewart. He kicks it out to number 4. Carson Peel can't get that to go, and Carson a little bit aggressive on the rebound. And that's a foul on him. And that's going to give Trinity the ball back. Looks like that's Carson Peel's first foul of the ball game. 5:11 left here in the fourth quarter. 12-point lead by Smoky Valley. Trinity with the ball. Trinity's Blake Hammocky kicks it outside to number 2, Armour. Armour loses the handle temporarily, goes out of bounds, and that ball's going to go back to Smoky Valley. And that's kind of been the story for Trinity Celtics this afternoon, is they can't get much going there on the offensive end. That turnover just brings more opportunity for Smoky Valley to extend this lead. Number 14, Aiden Armour, picking up the foul as Smoky Valley tried to work the ball up the floor, and that is going to send Smoky Valley's number 11, Kate Blanchett, to the line to shoot. First shot no good for Blanchett. That's rebounded by Trinity. 4:40 left here in this ball game. Trinity with the ball. Coming close to the end of this first session ball game, and it looks like for all intensive purposes, Smoky Valley Vikings are going to advance in this tournament. Smoky Valley will be playing for 5th place if they do win this ball game. And that game will take place on Friday at 4:30. And speaking of 4:30, that's how much time we have left here in the fourth quarter. 45-33 is your score. Smoky Valley with the ball. There's a collision there at the middle of the floor, as it looks like number 3, Lucas Appel, runs right into Isaiah Suter-Tan, as that ball's going to go back to Trinity Celtics, as Eric Armour for Trinity is going to bring the ball in. Hammocky with the ball. Celtics try to work the ball into the interior, and that's stolen by Smoky Valley. Smoky Valley with the ball. Can be patient with this kind of a lead in the ball game. They do work the ball inside to Pickering. Pickering is fouled, it looks like, by Suter-Tan for Trinity Celtics, and that's going to send Pickering to the line to shoot. He'll be shooting 2. Pickering's first shot off the back of the rim, no good. Got some substitutions for Trinity. It looks like number 3, Andrew Neal, is going to come to the game, and number 14, Aiden Armour, is coming into the game. Looks like number 3, Smoky Valley, Lucas Appel, getting ready to check into the game too. Ball rebounded by number 3, Andrew Neal, as Blake Hammocky tries to get the ball inside on a long court pass, and that ball's knocked out of bounds. Pickering for Vikings getting ready to bring the ball in, and we're just at 4 minutes left in this ball game. 45-33 is your score. Smoky Valley with the lead and has really had the lead, mainly probably about the middle of the second quarter of this ball game. They've not looked back. At that point in the game, they jumped out to a 10-point lead, and that lead has just ever grown throughout the ball game. Blake Hammocky with the ball, 3:31 left in this ball game. Trinity looking for any kind of a shot inside, and that's one thing that I think has stood out to me in this ball game is just the defense of Smoky Valley. They've been swarming all game and have really choked out any kind of opportunities for Trinity to try to get into this ball game. Shot by Neal for Trinity, can't get that to go. Rebound under the boards by number 21. If there's been his bright spot today, it's been Truman Westhoff. His presence under the board has been much needed for Trinity Celtics. 45-35 is your score. We're back down to a 10-point lead as Smoky Valley gets the ball worked into Haven Lysell Stewart, and he just gets it knocked away. 2:42 left in this ball game. Vikings with the ball. Down by 10 points, 45-35 is your score. Vikings with the lead and content to spend as much time as possible here on the offensive floor as they do have the lead and are comfortable with being patient with whatever shot they can get. Pickering just inside the three-point line with a floater. Nice shot, does drop in for Pickering. Trinity with the ball up the floor, Blake Hammocky. 2:05 left in this first session game. Celtics with the shot. Blake Hammocky finally getting something off. Three-point shot is good. And usually Blake Hammocky, probably their leading scorer in most ball games, has just really struggled this afternoon trying to get anything going, but was able just a second ago to get the ball off. A three-point shot. Mark Powell, Trinity Celtics coach, having a discussion with the referee. He's clearly frustrated about how things have gone during this ball game. 1:40 left in this fourth quarter. Pickering for Smoky Valley. Carson Peel with the ball. Again, as we click down here towards the end of this fourth quarter, it looks like Smoky Valley is going to be advancing here in the tournament and able to play for the opportunity for fifth place, and that ball game will be on Friday at 4:30. As Smoky Valley's Pickering, quick shot just inside the three-point line. 1:10 left in this ball game. Blake Hammocky for Trinity with the ball. We have a timeout by head coach Mark Powell for the Trinity Celtics.
Timeout Trinity, full timeout.
As winter will soon be turning to spring, it will soon be awards season for schools, organizations, and businesses. Make Precision Engraving and Awards your place to go in Sterling to serve all of your engraving and award needs. Visit precisionea.com or just text Clark Comley if you want to speak to a live person or text a live person. His number is 620-204-0077, and he will stand ready to help you with any of your engraving and awards needs. Again, Precision Engraving and Awards in Sterling. They can serve all of your engraving award needs, so visit precisionea.com or text Clark Comley at 620-204-0077. 1:05 left in this ball game. Trinity down by 11 points. Desperately wanting a win probably this afternoon. Going to be denied by Smoky Valley. As again, we're down to just 1 minute left in this final quarter of play of this first session. It looks like Smoky Valley is going to advance to the 5th place spot for a chance to win a 5th place spot here in the tournament, and that game will be on 4:30 on Friday. Don't know yet who that opponent will be. Smoky Valley with the rebound. 33 seconds left in this ball game. 49-38. Smoky Valley with the lead, and they've had the lead for a good portion of this ball game. Probably about midway in the second quarter is when they started to pull away. And Trinity has tried to battle all game to try to get into this ball game. 10 seconds left as Smoky Valley is just content to work the ball around and keep it away. And that's going to end your ball game with the final score: Smoky Valley 49, Trinity Celtics 38. And that's going to end the first session of your ball game here this afternoon. And please be patient as we get ready to start our second session here pretty soon. And that game will match up southeast of Saline versus the Hugoton Eagles. And the winners will advance to the championship game on Friday night of that game at 7:30. And they will face the winner of, please hang on to our third session game tonight that will feature our own Sterling Black Bears versus the Kingman Eagles. And again, this is Dr. Will Anderson coming to you live from the Gleason Center here in Sterling College campus. Appreciate your support of listening into these ball games. And again, SterlingInvitational.com is proudly provided by Precision Engraving and Awards of Sterling. Sterling USD 376 and Black Bear Broadcasting really appreciate the donations given during the 50th and 9th annual Sterling Invitational tournaments. 3BN is proud to provide the broadcast of all 24 invitational games. Here's just some quick stats to send you off with after this first game. Your high score for Hutch Trinity looks to be Truman Westhoff, who was feeding quite nicely under the basket all ball game, but not quite enough and to win the game for Trinity, but had a nice ball game, and that is number 21, Truman Westhoff, who is your leading scorer, who had 20 points. Their second leading scorer in the ball game was Blake Hammocky with 12 points. And for the Smoky Valley Vikings, their leading scorer was Trayton Miller with 10 points. Carson Peel had 9. Lysel Stewart had 8. And Cade Blanchett had 6. And just kind of some even scoring all across the board for Smoky Valley, and that's kind of what you saw this afternoon. Everybody contributing for the Smoky Valley Vikings and the win. And what was most impressive to me about Smoky Valley was just their defense. They were able to really shut down the Trinity Celtics, making it really difficult for them to get any points off in this ball game. I'm going to step away for just a little bit as we're getting ready for this second session ball game. And again, this game is southeast of Saline versus the Hugoton Eagles. We'll get started here in about 12 to 15 minutes, but I'm going to step away from this broadcast, 3BN. We'll be back here pretty soon to bring you that second session ball game. And again, if you missed it, the first session game, Smoky Valley the clear winner over the Trinity Celtics as they advance to an opportunity to take 5th place here in this Sterling tournament on Friday at 4:30. Again, Dr. Will Anderson coming to you on the 3BN network. I'll be back here shortly for this second session game. Thanks for tuning in.